everyone, I thought I'd try something a little different today and take you through my sketchbook on video and talk about the drawings a little bit rather than scanning each one in. I started drawing in the sketchbook in the summer and then kind of set it aside and haven't drawn in it for a while until recently, but I thought I'd show you some of the first drawings that I put in there. The first one is very simple. It was literally just lines, but what I think is kind of funny is that this was well before I had chosen my theme for the sketchbook project, which is lines and grids, so obviously I chose the right theme because I like using lines. Another thing that I like to draw are letters, and I started with the word forever and wrote forever and ever, however long that is, so that's how I read that. When I started this sketchbook, one of my goals was to start drawing from life a little bit more often than I had been doing, which was pretty much not at all for a while. And I thought a good subject would be my dogs. I have two dachshunds, Kazi and Otto, and before bed I decided that I would draw them before going to sleep. So usually they're on pillows and wrapped up in blankets and whatnot, but you can usually find the dachshund in there if you look closely. I also like to draw little patterns and designs, so you'll obviously see that in here too. There's another sketch of Kazi. This is just Kazi. Here's another just abstract drawing design pattern. And another sketch of the dogs. This one has a lot of blankets, so it's kind of hard to find them, especially Otto. He's kind of hidden. Another just design, little pattern. Another doodle. There's a sketch of Otto. What I think is funny about this sketch is that his hind feet are really enormous, and sometimes that just happens when you're sketching. I think sketching, it's about learning and learning to see and drawing what you see accurately, but sometimes it doesn't turn out as accurate, but that's kind of fun. That's part of the fun of it. There's something that I really like about this design and this pattern, and so I did a few variations of this. I just think the movement and the shapes are pretty nice. So there's another variation. Another sketch of Kazi, and another variation of the line triangle drawing, and some more letters. Another day, another dachshund. Obviously, when I was drawing them every day, they were on my mind, and sort of that phrase stuck in my head. So I had been carrying around this sketchbook in my purse for a while with the idea that I would sketch outside the house, and the one and only time that I actually succeeded in that was when I was at IKEA. And I just bought this fabric, or very similar fabric, and I didn't draw it when I was looking at it, but this is from memory. So it doesn't really look like it, but this is what I drew. This is another pattern I drew also at IKEA. And one more. So those were the three drawings I did that were not at my house. And somebody wrote a recipe in there for me. So recently I picked it up again, so those were my summer drawings, and then now that it's almost winter again, I just drew tree branches, which is one of my favorite things to look at in the winter time. And just looking through the window, I sketched this quickly. And when it got dark, I sketched the begonia, the potted plant that was on my coffee table. And tried out an idea for the lines and grids theme for the sketchbook project. And then there's another variation of that previous drawing that I'd done. And then this was sort of the next step from that, and I think this would also be kind of a cool pattern for the lines and grids theme. And this was the stylized begonia blossoms that I drew, and I also drew these from life, but again, I've already written about this, but I sort of simplified the blossoms where I needed to and used line for shading, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. And that's the last drawing in my sketchbook for now. You can see I have a whole lot more to do to fill it up. And hopefully now that I've gotten it out again, I'll start drawing in it again, and if this worked well for showing you the sketches, maybe I have to adjust the lighting or something a little bit, but I can figure that out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Thanks.